Hello everyone. So this video is basically to help you understand the features of the POS machine. We are doing a small introduction video. The subsequent videos will explain how the transaction happens on the POS. But to start with, we need to know the POS features. So POS in the iPay merchant network is a tool to be used to accept payments from QMP wallet customers. When I say QMP, all the wallets which are connected to the QMP network. So iPay wallet customers, of course, can pay on this, but also the QMP customers would be able to pay. Now, this POS app is actually not a full-fledged merchant app. It's a cashier solution. So the accesses or the features which are present in this POS are particularly to the need of the cashier who is collecting payments from the customers. Now, what it means is that there are certain features which we don't want to expose to the front-end cashier staff. So that is why this POS has screens which accepts payments, which can initiate a refund with due authorization, and it can also close the cashier session. So firstly, let's get to know how the POS looks here. Now, you can see here the top row here shows the store name. Then you see the T name, which is the terminal name. So there could be multiple terminals in one particular store. There is the POS ID, which is unique to this device. And all these informations are flowing into the transaction reports, which we will be sending across to merchants. The collection means the amount collected in a particular session or a particular day. You can see the date here. Date is of the last login. So you get to know whenever you do a new login, you get to know the last login date and the time. Coming to the sections, you have three sections here. You have receive payment, transaction, and settings. In receive payment, you have the static QR code. Static is basically meaning it's a permanent QR code for the store. It doesn't change. So here, if the customer scans, the customer would have to input the amount what he wants to pay. The merchant does not initiate the amount input. Whereas when you come to dynamic QR code, here the merchant puts in the amount. So for example, I can put 10 reals and the amount 10 real QR code is generated on the screen. So here the mode of payment, the customer just scans and he just needs to confirm. So he doesn't need to input the amount. The input is done by the merchant, and the customer is not able to change the amount once done, once he scans the dynamic QR code. Then you have the reports area where you get the recent transactions. You can see the refund, you can see the summary, different options are available. So basically the last recent transaction would be visible. There is summary, which basically shows in terms of how are you doing versus last week, in terms of number of volume of transaction versus last month, all those things. So basically some analytics. Then in the transaction tab itself, you have the refund option where you can refund one particular transaction. So your recent transaction would be visible. If you click on this transaction, you can refund the transaction provided you have the admin authorization, which needs to be authorized with a password. So we'll do all these scenarios, but this is the feature I'm going to explain. Now in the settings option, there is an option to change the password. So admin has the tool to change his password if they want to do it on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, whenever they want. Then you have the closed session summary. So the closed session summary is basically for cashiers or cashier there are merchants who have dual shifts for cashier. So whenever there is a shift closure, you can confirm the shift closure, and the session would get closed for that cashier, and he can see all his collections and earnings for that period as a summary report, which will be printed. So once closed, there is a new session which is opening, and the new cashier can start initiating transaction. That's it. So these are the option which we are offering on the POS. We will go through each use case in the subsequent videos. Hope you understood the features of the POS. Thank you.